So it finally happened. We got ourselves a drift car now. So what we have here is a 1988 Fox Body Mustang LX with a soft top. So I don't have too much history on this thing. I know that the original owner did not know how to work on cars very well, and there's a lot that was done fairly poorly. And then the last guy, this guy I just bought it from, he did his own modifications. So this here has an Edelbrock 70mm throttle body with an Edelbrock cold air intake, along with customly made coil wires, because I guess these are probably fairly hard to come by and all that. This also has upgraded BBW downpipes. It's pretty much a straight through exhaust with just the two mufflers in the back, and it dumps right at the wheels. I also forgot to mention that this is actually a fiberglass hood along with hood pins, thank goodness. This also has a head unit upgrade, very old head unit. But one of the things is, like, none of the speakers work. The speakers are gone. I'm pretty sure the ones in the back are gone. These up here, I do not hear any sound from. I also almost forgot to mention the clutch upgrade that the guy sent with this car that he originally bought, and I guess he planned to do it, but then ended up selling the car. Anyways, moving from the upgrades that have been done to it so far, let's talk the stuff that needs to be done before we can get out there on the track. So starting off with one of the most obvious factors is this paint is pretty rough. About as rough as the 4Runner. So is the top. There's like a few tears here and there. And then this back here is a touch rough. Some exposed nails there. We already, of course, ended up messing the emblem. The headlights are yellow. Oh yeah. There's also the fact that there is no AC. The compressor is completely unplugged, nothing plugged in. It's the inlet back there. Washer fluid reservoir is a little beat up, and there isn't any fluid in there. Now another thing that's kind of a problem with me trying to want to drift this is somebody at some point put like extremely skinny tires up front. Now moving towards the back, this lock cylinder unfortunately doesn't work, on top of the fact that this window is stuck down, on top of the fact that it is not bolted properly, so it shakes around in there like crazy. Now this side, lock cylinder does work and the window is rolled up, but we have a giant gap here. Not entirely sure what we're going to do to fix that just yet. Also, this lock cylinder doesn't work as well, so I had to pop it through the inside. Now let's move into the interior, which doesn't get much better. So starting off with the steering wheel, we don't have an airbag, and I suspect it would be because they had a racing wheel in here, because I found this in the glove box. Also, unfortunately, the horn doesn't work at all. There's also the fact that this door panel is missing, which the guy still has, and I'm about to pick up here like tomorrow. And also, I'm pretty positive that there should be some sort of cover over like all these mechanical pieces and all that. These seats, pretty old, shaky, you know, not very surprised because of the fact of how old these are. But if we start this up a little bit, we're not gonna go full way. Some things like don't work, so like the windows for sure don't work, so like I'm hitting buttons, all that. No, but nothing. Spot, another missing emblem. We also forget to mention that we don't have a spare back here, and then these lenses back here on their way out for sure. Now another thing I think is quite crazy too is the fact that this is all like running into the tire, because these are fairly wide tires. But it's even crazier because in here you probably can't see that at all, but that is barely bent in at all, which is surprising. First mod I'm doing, gonna get rid of this. Can't use the radio anyways. Gone. I'll probably put a shorter one later, but now that I've shown you guys this car, I might as well show y'all real quick, at least a real quick one over the 4Runner. Okay, got the 4Runner pulled in. I'm gonna keep this pretty quick just because of the fact that it has made quite a few appearances in my videos already. So this here is a 1999 Toyota 4Runner Limited. So a little difference with the Limited compared to other models is that this pretty much has just about every option you could get. So it's got the over fenders, 4-wheel drive, low range gearbox, along with, of course, the fog lamps. So what we got here, this is a aftermarket grill, TRD style, just off of SRQ Fabrications, along with just some tape on the headlights to get a more aggressive look to it. You might be able to see the kind of like a little bit of glue residue because I tried to make it more aggressive, but it started to cut off the headlight too much. And then there's the street animal side banner, windshield banner. And some of you might realize that it looks a lot shorter than originally, and that's because I had to take that few inches off the bottom because I could barely see anything. But it sits on the back window now. Now this one has the 3.4 liter V6 that makes, from the factory, makes about 185 horsepower. Not very much at all, even for that time. I do have like a few mods that are kind of like in progress. If I'm trying to get some fog lamps put in there. I got the blinkers that have been transferred from the bumper to the side marker. Then of course there's the light bar that's been there for like a while now. I had also done a stereo upgrade, upgrading from the original crusty old player to the new head unit in there. Alright, now we got the Fox body introduced. I gotta go get some work on it, so I'll see y'all in the next video.